Hello guys, this side Aradhya and this is my first YouTube video and I will start my channel with a series of C++. So today in the very first video we will be covering some basics of C++. Let's see. In this video we will cover what is C++, what are its features, and we will also write our first code. So now what is C++? C++ is a general purpose programming language. It is used to create softwares, operating systems, and game development as well. It allows us to create and write instructions for a computer to perform different tasks. Now let's take an example like we humans speak English or Hindi to communicate with people. Similarly, computers understand machine language, that is 0 or 1. But writing a code in machine language is very difficult for us. So we use programming languages like C++, which helps the computer understands what we are trying to say. So this is the basic of what is C++. Now let's come to features. What are the features available in C++? So very first feature is that it is fast. So now why it is fast? Because it is a compiled language. Now there are two types of languages. First is compiled and second is interpreted. Compiled languages, it converts our entire code. Let's say this is our piece of code and this converts our entire piece of code into one machine code before execution. And the other type of languages are interpreted. So what does interpreted languages are? Interpreted languages are those which reads line by line. It reads line by line at runtime. So this is the first feature of C++. Now second feature is OOP, that is object oriented programming. So what is object-oriented programming? Instead of writing everything at one place, we create objects and classes. For example, we have multiple students in a class and we want to write their information. So what we can do is we can create a student class and then create multiple student objects. In this way, we don't need to write everything at one place and we can create classes and objects. Now third is it is rich in standard template. So there are standard template libraries. STL stands for standard template library. So what is a standard template library? It has ready-made data structures and algorithms. So instead of creating our everything from scratch, we can use the ready-made things. This includes vectors, stack, queue, and many more data structures. So we can directly use them. Now fourth is high performance. So now what does high performance means? We use C++ where high performance is required. Example, game, because their performance matter in game. Then comes banking softwares and many more places. Now these were some basic features of C++. Now let's move to our structure of C++. Because before writing our first code, we need to understand the structure of C++ code. So structure is, in the very first we have some files. We include IOStream. Now what is IOStream? IOStream is a header file. Let's just write it here. IOStream is a header file. Now here I stands for input and O stands for output. So it is input output stream. We need to include it because we won't be able to display our output or take input from user without this library. Then comes our namespace declaration, that is using namespace std. Now what is using namespace std? If we won't include using namespace std, then before every output and input statement we need to include std. So instead of doing repetitive tasks, we include this in our file. So this is our namespace declaration. Then comes our main point, that is int main. Now what is this int main? Here int is the type that the function will return type. Now our function name is main, which will return the type int. So main is the name of our function and it is the main execution point. It is our main execution point. Execution of every code will start from this line of code. So let's just open the curly braces of this code and we will include some piece of code in between. Now let's just write cout hello world. Let's just increase this to 3.2. Yeah, so hello world. Now you must be thinking why I am including these semicolons after every line of code. It is mandatory. It denotes that our line ends here. And cout is character output. Full form of cout is character output. And here we are trying to display hello world on our screen. Now what is this? This operator is, let's just write it here. This operator is insertion operator. Now what does this mean? Insertion operator is used to insert something on our monitor. With the help of this, we are able to see our output on the screen. And for input, let's just understand. We use cin for taking input, for taking user input, and after cin means character input. Cout is character output and cin is character input. With cin, we use these. Let's say I need to take an input n from the user. So this operator is extraction operator. Extraction operator. So extraction operator is extracting something from the keyboard. So we are extracting the value of n from the keyboard. Now come back to the code. So here we are trying to print cout on our screen, and let's just close the curly braces. No, before closing we need to return something because we have included int main. So let's return 0. Now if you are trying to write anything After the return statement, it won't execute. Why? Because return is the termination point of our program. After return statement, if you will try to write anything on your in your code, that won't execute. So yeah, let's just implement it on our screen as well. I will show you the output. Okay, so now look at my screen. We are here on the online C++ compiler. We can use VS Studio Code as well to write our code, but let's just write our first code here. You can search online C++ compiler and then click on the first link, and here you are. So see, as I explained, this is hash include iostream. This is a header file for input output stream. Now let's include using namespace std for namespace declaration. As you can see, they have used std dot colon because they haven't imported namespace. Now this is the main execution point, and here is a cout statement. So let's just remove it and write our own code. Let's say we need to write hello world, then a semicolon because it is mandatory to write, then a return statement. Now run it and see, here we have hello world. Now let's just take input from a user. We will be declaring, let's say, int n. I'll tell you what is this int n and why are we writing it here. In the next video, I'll explain what are variables, types of variables. In that video, we will cover this. Now here, take input n. So we are writing character input, that is cn, then our extraction operator, then the variable n and a semicolon. And now just cout n. Let's just remove it from here. Okay, so that compiler was not working, so I switched to a different compiler. There are a lot of compiler available online, and I have came to a different compiler and copy pasted my code. Now let's just run it here. It is compiled and asking for a user input. Let's say I tap 6. See, we have 6 on our screen. We can also add a message to display to user. Let's say I'm writing value of n is. Now let's just run it again. 8. See, value of n is 8 because we have given 8. So this was our first program and this was our first video. I hope you liked the video. Thank you so much.